So just as a preface for everything that's happening right now, am I online? Yes. Just as a preface, we had a Stardew Valley file that was existing before. Yeah, the game isn't making noise right now. Um, but the only problem with that is that we're kind of moving on. You know, it's been a long time. I think the stream's grown a lot since then. The audio is quite quiet in this game, but yeah, I'll bring it up. Um, so I feel like we're gonna say goodbye to Twitch Farm. And we're gonna move on to greener pastures. And we're gonna reintroduce our favorite guy, Chuck. The Pussy Slayer. Of course, we know his favorite thing. He clearly likes cats more than dogs. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Oh, there you go. That's a Chuck kind of hairstyle. Can I get this pink? Can I get this shit in pink? There we go. Oh yeah, skull shirt. That's pretty dope. I don't know what he would name his farm though. Earrings, yeah, for sure. Dude, Chuck's so cool. But really, like the main thing, I think that when Chuck walked away from the world of Demon Souls, he really learned. We've already made something horrible. When Chuck walked away from the world of Demon Souls, he really learned that he doesn't want to slay demons. He doesn't want to, and to be honest, he doesn't even want to run around this world and slay pussy. He's kind of done with that. So he's rebranding himself as Chuck. He still loves, you know, still loves the ladies, but he's a different man now. So, you know, just a normal farm. And he's rebranded himself as Chuck the Normal. He's just Chuck. He's just Chuck. He still loves it, but you know, he doesn't want people to know. And we don't need an intro because we already know where Chuck's coming from, of course. Here we are. Chuck has given up on slaying demons, and now he lives here. Gotta meet the villagers. Gotta live in this new world. Look at this, man. Oh, I don't have a sword yet. I think we've made something beautiful here. He only listens to the best punk music. And by that, I mean, he assumes the best punk music is like Linkin Park. I can't believe I designed the character to look like this. Jesus. Chuck left his sword behind, man. He's done with fighting. He's moved to a world of farming. It's a peaceful life. He's trying to put all of that past behind him. Understandably, I think. It was a hard path. He died a lot. And really, I think he walked away learning a lot from it. Learning that that's not who he wants to be anymore. And that's never who he really was. Or maybe it was, I don't know. Chuck's a weird, complicated guy. I'm sure Bip's upset that I didn't make this perfectly even, and also this thing right here, but it's fine. Dude, this game's so relaxing. I can't believe you can make your character look this, like, fucking gothy. It's beautiful. Let's go meet some... They're not even. Let's go meet some villagers. Chuck just moved here, you know, he's gotta meet the residents. Oh shit. Flower. Daffodil, how beautiful. Hi, what's your name? My name's Chuck. Oh. God. That was kinda rude. The game is too relaxing to be mad. Dude, that's what I really like about these games. Hi, sir. Oh, thanks, dude. That's cool. You don't really know me, but alright. No, I want to talk to you. It's Chuck. Mr. Chuck. Yeah, that's Mr. Chuck to you. We could buy some... Let's just buy some more seeds. I usually go into the caves. Like, that's usually how I run these kind of games. But I think it makes way more sense to go down the path of, you know, profiting from your farm. Because that's what Chuck wants. He just wants to farm. Well, he'll explore the cave if he feels the need to, but for the most part, he's just gonna stick to the farm. Keep his life around here. Get the fuck out of my way, tree. Don't fall on my plants, though. There's actually, like, really good rewards for it. Oh my god, I forgot how small your inventory... Oh my god, you have no inventory space. Alright, that's what we're saving up for. I think we have a chest built already, or we might have to build that too. I don't remember. But that's our goal, is coming up with more storage space, because... Oh boy, am I gonna need it. 7 more plants. Oh, we're gonna be one off. Golly gee. It's alright. Sometimes you can't be perfectly even. We bought the right amount to be perfectly even, and then God gifted us with a brand new seed. And what are we gonna do? Say no to that? Oh, there we go. Oh, I should water these two. Just ignore those 3 off to the side. Man, it surprises me. No, we don't have a chest yet. Can I craft one? It surprises me how much this game kind of died on Twitch, though. Yeah, we're making a chest. I mean, it didn't die. It's still like, there are people streaming it. It's just like... You know, it lost the huge... It was on the, like... It was close to the top for a few weeks. But I guess that's pretty common with games, isn't it? I need 50 wood. What's in my way? Oh, we're almost there. I would like to get there before... Oh, there we go. 10. 8. 6. Alright. We're done. I guess we can walk around the village. I should probably do that. I'm kind of scared that I'll accidentally swing a tool, and it'll make me pass out, though. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe we should just stay home. We'll go to bed. What time is it? 1 p.m.? Yeah. It's about bedtime. This is what it's like to be a farmer. You wake up at 6 a.m., go to bed at 1 p.m. Yeah, give me a backpack. I want a big backpack. Should come down to the beach. Oh, cool. Let's go down to the beach. I know something cool you can get that I found out in my other save files. You can get like a sprinkler. And if we could set up like a sprinkler system, that could get pretty dope. What it'll do is every single morning it'll water them automatically for you. Oh, you're good, dude. See ya, homie. That's the thing I think that's really fun about these games, is that you start out in a really slow... Basically, you start out doing like nothing, right? You've got nothing to your name. You've got to work really hard to get there. But then you start building it up. You know, you get some crazy elaborate sprinkler system that waters all your plants for you. And then everything just starts rolling, man. Come to the beach before 5 p.m. Yeah, we can do that. Let us do that. It throws me off how this isn't, like, this outside piece is a circle, but the middle piece isn't. It's like a weird perspective thing, I don't know. Like, it makes me feel like this is flatter than this is. It's weird. Every time I look at it, it weirds me out a little bit. Oh yeah, you can find good stuff in the garbage cans too. Look, I'm not saying I advertise this shit in real life, but you can find some pretty sick stuff in the trash cans. Sometimes you find cookies, other times you find like a baguette. How are you gonna say no to a baguette? Oh. Am I going the right way to get to the beach? No, we gotta go over the other way. You know the thing I appreciate about this game is that the dude was willing to make borderless window immediately workable. And it's not something noticeable if you only have one monitor, like a game that doesn't work in full screen. But once you have 2 monitors, it's so awful when you can't full screen. And like, yeah, I don't want to play in windowed mode, man. Come on. Oh. He's like, man, you look edgy. That's a great catchphrase. It would be really weird to live that kind of life. Bamboo pole, isn't that what you gave me? Oh, that's pretty good. +1 fishing. Is that permanent? Oh. I guess the point of the bamboo pole is if you accidentally mess up. And you lose yours somehow. It's nice that he would include that in. Run away, bird. Oh, hello. Oh, thanks, Vincent. Yeah, look at me. A model citizen, really. Do you listen to Linkin Park? Chuck's the type of dude who gets asked a question and then just walks away. I'm the new guy, yeah. My name's Chuck. Chuck Green. You don't want people to see you digging around in the garbage cans, though. You know, that's how you get a bounty on your back. Wow. Jeez. How do you get that much energy? I'm only at like 240. Let me in. Hello, Harvey. It's rewarding work. Hey, that's cool of you. You seem like a cool guy. Oh, his bedroom is attached to the... That'd be really weird. Oh, I didn't realize this was Maru. Oh. Interesting. I never really came in here to talk. Alright, Granny. Get the hell out of my way. Yeah, that's right. Hey, I haven't met you. You're gonna love it here. Oh, thanks. Hey, who the hell are you? What is that supposed to mean? These people are all presumptuous. I don't even think I'm close to meeting everyone in town yet. On my main file, I haven't even met everyone. I'm one person off, and I don't know who the hell it is. Marnie. Hello, Marnie. I've not gotten to the point of having livestock in my game. Like I said in my main file. Just something I would like to accomplish. But that's a lot more work. It's really expensive to do that. And I've been exploring the mines mostly. So instead of that, I'd prefer to focus on the farming aspect. It'd be pretty interesting. A much different way that I'm used to playing. You look evil. Is that wonderful? I talked about this before in the other playthrough, but I imagine she looks so sad. It's slightly more expensive for parsnip seeds here. I imagine getting the warehouse gives you some other interesting things, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if there's any upside or downside to getting the warehouse. Well, I can see the downside. Don't be a jerk. You look like a gym coach. This is the one strange thing about these kind of games, is that even after like just a small amount of time, you can really start to run out of time, or like run out of things to do. So you just end up going to bed at like 1 p.m. Sure, dude. I'll let you know. Wow. Really quiet. There's a book missing here. I don't know what that's about, really. We can go up and meet the blacksmith too. We haven't met him. No, let's talk. Thanks, Clint. This is the main reason. We're gonna have to explore the mine a little bit, because once we start to get money, we're gonna want to be able to upgrade our tools to improve, you know, their ability. Because without improvement, what's even the point? Hey, what's your name? Sam. Nice to meet you, Sam. Sick hair. Let's go clean up the farm a bit more. We have so much time left in the day. Look at the beautiful cows. Oh yeah, one of the things that would actually be nice to do is to make a path back to our house, because sometimes I come this way and there's no way back, and you're already exhausted. Oh my god, there's so many trees. Jesus. Let's clean up this front area. Make it look nicer. Because really, it only matters that the area you're surrounded by looks good. That's why, you know, you never clean under the bed. You just like, you just clean out around the bed and then cover up underneath the bed. Or like you stuff everything into your closet. That's how it works. You do that because it's the most efficient thing to do. Of course. Oh. There we go. It's gonna look beautiful in this small area. I think using the scythe doesn't actually drain. Or it's probably more efficient regardless. Let's plant these seeds. Come here, hoe. Not in a derogatory way, but just that's what the tool is called. Okay. See, the dream is to get to a point where it takes all your energy to walk out and water all your plants. And you go back inside and you go to bed. That's the world I want to live in. This is actually one of the most relaxing parts to me, is just cleaning up the area. It feels really rewarding to like clean up a whole area and make it open and just nice and beautiful. You know, it's what you always want to do in real life, but you're physically too lazy to do it. I need to reorganize my toolbar. Oh man, seeds. No, don't eat the sap. How do I drop it? Fuck this sap. We're so close to having an even number of plants, it's so unfortunate. Oh, it is actually kind of getting late today. We've managed to stay up late for a night. Good job. Good job, Chuck, you did it. 12. This is 10. 9, 8. Or wait. 2? Alright. I'm glad I fucking thought about it for a second and realized that I wasn't counting right, and I was about to just die. We need that bigger bag. So I normally have it like pickaxe. Yeah, something like this. Oh, sweet. Oh, get the hell out of here. God dang it. We don't know how to make a scarecrow yet. I think we get a scarecrow from finishing this quest. Let's clean up the farm some more. This is what starting out on these games are like. It's like playing Don't Starve Together or something. Or like Don't Starve or any of those survival games in general. I mean, you know, this isn't a game where you're struggling to survive, but it's still similar in concept where you're going to be doing a lot of kind of monotonous stuff early on before you get to the actual rewarding stuff. But I think part of what leads to the rewarding feeling you get at the end comes from the early pains, I guess, the growing pains of the path that leads you there. Maybe that's just me though. Get the fuck out of my fields, frog. Actually, frogs are pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Oh nice, we got a random seed. Now we can have an even number of plants. No wait, the fucking crow ate one of the seeds, so it's gonna destroy it anyways. Oh well, I'm putting it here. Get in the ground. You gotta talk to your seeds rudely, or else they won't listen to you. That's what you don't learn. That's what they don't teach you at farmers training. Just similar to driver's training, but they teach you how to drive a tractor instead of a car. Of course. See, this is starting to look nice. It takes a little while, but we're getting somewhere. I appreciate how the game kind of eases you in and it doesn't give you too much stuff to worry about. You get like the fishing pole on the second day and it gives you options, but it doesn't like necessarily make you feel like there's a ton of stuff to do early on, and then you sort of realize it as you go on. Because there is a lot of stuff that you can get done. But I think a problem these games can have is that there's too much, that it can be overwhelming. What is that noise? It sounded like a spooky ghost. You know, because most ghosts aren't spooky, but rather very friendly and kind. Which is why it's important to distinguish the two. I'm gonna pass. Oh my god, okay. 10:50 a.m. It's time for bed. It's getting too late for me. This is actually, like, that's pretty normal. That's how I live my life. Oh. Whoops, there we go. A field snack. And wild seeds. I don't know what you actually get those new recipes from. I don't know if it comes from completing objectives or, item shipped. Okay. I'd never even noticed this tab. That's really cool. Oh, that sounds gross. But I don't know if those are set times that those appear or what. I don't exactly know why that stuff comes up. It's really impressive to me that one guy made most of the stuff, like basically everything for this game. Because I think especially the music does a really good job. It's really nice music. I really like it. I'm very curious to see what he makes in the future. It's crazy, and I think it's really cool how we now live in a time where it's feasible for smaller, like, just a single person to make an entire game, that, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago would have taken a whole team of people to make. It's just amazing how technology goes and gets better and better. It's really cool. I don't know why I've never made field snacks. They seem pretty useful. They don't take really much of anything to make. Just random crappy resources that you would never care about anyways. Who gives a shit about replanting trees when I'm just trying to get them the hell out of here in the first place? Get out of here, weeds. Oh, we're almost out of energy. I'm trying to kind of go through the first couple of days pretty fast, since it's going to be the type of thing where we don't do shit, really. 14. Mine some stones, and then that should be good. I'll head to bed at 9:30. We're down to 2. And then there were 2. Look at how much room we've cleared out. We should start clearing out these trees here. That's sort of what I was doing before. Alright. Head to bed at 10 a.m. Wake up at 6 a.m. How many hours of sleep is that? 14... 20? We just slept 20 hours? Pretty normal, I'd say. I don't know how I couldn't do that basic math. Of course. Oh, awesome. So much value. We can go check out the blockage that was created by the blockage I was talking about earlier. Especially since we're gonna be kind of broke. You know, we gotta wait for these parsnips to pay for themselves. Reach level 1 farming and build a scarecrow. Build a coop. Building a coop is very expensive. It's probably not something we're gonna do for a while. Yeah, let's go check out this, the mineshaft thing. I guess I didn't show it off, but if we go towards the north, it was blocked off beforehand, but it should be open now. Oh, and there's a mission. Hopefully it doesn't involve parsnips. We need a catfish for a burrito. That's just fucking disgusting. Maybe I'm crazy, but that seems awfully gross to me. A catfish and a burrito? I don't get that at all. This thing, I don't know what that is even supposed to be, really. A shitty sword. Nice. Alright, so I know I said we aren't gonna explore the mines a ton. I lied. I think we're gonna... Well, we're not gonna explore them a ton, but let's explore them today since there's not much else to do, but I'm gonna get a drink of water really quick. And by that, I mean it's right next to me, but I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay. It is time to just a normal farm. Time to head to the bottom. By that, I mean we're gonna head down a little bit. God, I actually really want to do a one Mirror's Edge run before the end of the night. So, we might do that. I didn't think I wanted to, but if I can actually feasibly do reasonably okay, I want to switch over. Not right away. Uh-oh, spooky slimes. We'll ignore them because who cares? Those orange ones contain copper ore, if you couldn't tell. It's probably pretty obvious, considering when I mine them it spits out copper ore, but, you know. Alright. Let's just get to level 5 and then we'll head up. It's gonna fill up my inventory quite fast. Some of the levels are like clearly procedurally, or are, you know, obviously it's these. I think these are randomly generated. I guess it's not obvious. I don't know for a fact, but some of them seem to be similar in their design. Like there's a specific level you get to where it always starts to loop around, and if you don't find the exit, you start getting swarmed by insects. At least that happened to me in the same file at multiple points, and it always occurs right before an even or reach level 4. That was my reward. I do think we get a reward for getting a level 10, so we could try to do that, but considering our stamina situation, it's probably not going to happen. We'll try to get there. Stamina, energy, well, I guess energy. Who cares? It's the same thing. It's dark. It's real dark here. Crap. Whoa! I don't know how I hit that thing. Okay, well, we'll accept copper ore. Even if it's not progress deeper into the tunnels. We'll accept some copper ore. 11. Can we make it one more floor down? Can we get this copper? I don't think we can. No! Well, rest in peace. We had a dream and we went for it. But we were too slow. Hey, it's alright. You try your best. You see how far you can get. I don't know if pulling that thing out of the ground is going to make us tired, and I'm too scared to try it. We are going to sell this topaz, though. Actually, I guess it's a good idea to donate to the museum, but now we're selling it. Because we're about to buy a shit ton of seeds tomorrow, man. It's gonna be amazing. That's the fucking catfish burrito going on up there. We are not touching that thing. It's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. Figuratively and literally. You know, because you need worms to get catch. Never mind. There we go. We don't have a furnace yet to smelt this copper. I don't remember how you get one, but we will store it away. The geodes, though, we will take to the blacksmith tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. Now we can make a goddamn scarecrow. Oh my god. There's a lot of money. What was that noise? Whoa. We're rich. Oh, he gives us the blueprints. I thought he was gonna give us a furnace. That'd be weird. Cool. Do you want to come inside? It's... Oh, alright. Alright, man. However you want to live. We didn't even have parsnips last time, did we? Wait, what was... yeah, I think we sold parsnips. There's a stone scattered... There's a lot of stone. $1,000 gold. That's kind of a lot. Ooh, slay 10 slimes. Alright. We can do that. See, this is what I talk about with kind of the build-up of more complicated goals. And you get to a point where you have to determine, you know, what goals to focus on. We don't have enough copper yet. It was 20, right? And we're at 17. Oh, darn it. Well, maybe we'll go back into the mine tomorrow, but I think we're going to plant some more seeds today. Can get these geodes broken open as well. Oh, give me these dandelions. Let's see if this takes energy. 266? No. That's how you learn. You experiment. Now, I was too much of a coward to experiment yesterday. Don't judge me. Oh, we still need to craft a goddamn scarecrow, too. Don't let me forget that. I'm looting your trash. Oh, man. Ugh, who would put trash in their trash? Fucking filth. Disgusting animals. Ugh. You sickened Chuck. Give me some cookies. Fuck it. Oh wait. Is it our fucking Sesame Seed reference? Is that what's going on? Don't look at me, Shane. I'm looting this trash can. You better not judge me, alright? There's nothing in there. Who throws away a pine cone? Don't you just throw a pine cone on the ground? You're like, I don't care about this shit. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Gotta wait so long. Stand out here for 30 minutes in the rain. Geode held above our heads. Trying to stop Shane from going to work. No. Don't go. Oh, he's walking faster. He's mad. We can't block him now. He's pissed off at us. We made him late, dude. Well, it's his fault for standing there for 10 minutes straight. How much is this? 2,000 gold. Dear Lord. 12 days. 4 days. We could go for potatoes. What do you guys think? Let's make some potatoes. I like potatoes. Let's do like 20. Spent a lot of money, so these potatoes better sell well. Or else it's gonna be real embarrassing. Is there a new... Oh, slay 10 slimes. Okay. That is a goal that we can complete. Where... Yeah, the guild's down here. Or the blacksmith. Oh, whatever, you know what I mean. Ooh, I've not seen that. Jamborite. It's what Snoop Dogg's made of. You want some jamborite? She didn't like it. Poor guy. How can we say no? Oh, awesome. I didn't realize you got 250 gold for your first one. Alright. There's still quite a few people we have yet to meet in this village, but at the same time, there's quite a lot for us to do, besides meet people. You know, you can't always just walk around, do nothing, because that's what I do in real life, and trust me, it doesn't get anything done. Just walk around in the rain, in your cool skull shirt and your pink hair. Can't do that. Eventually you gotta go out and you gotta walk around with your pink hair and your cool skull shirt, but actually do something productive. Alright. These potatoes in the ground. Perfect. I counted it out. I knew it was going to be exact. Because that's the kind of guy I am. Just kidding. I don't care. I used to be really anal retentive about it, but it's too much work to actually care about anything. Yeah. 100 gold. What kind of ethereal force is giving us this money for building a scarecrow? What kind of crazy world do I live in where this is the kind of thing that goes on? Someone explain this to me. Tell me the lore of Stardew Valley. I don't understand. Hey, what's up, Brandon? How are you doing? Alright. Just clean up this goddamn farm. It's a mess here. Adam, you have to understand that regardless, this is how I play video games. I just sit there and talk to myself. It's way more entertaining. It's way more entertaining if you do that. What is this game? It's basically Harvest Moon. If you've ever played Harvest Moon before. You just run a farm. It's mostly about being relaxing rather than, you know, being much of a game, I guess. Which isn't necessarily the best praise of something. But I really enjoy these kinds of games. I guess it's kind of akin to something like Animal Crossing, not because they're similar, but not because they're similar in like goal or anything, but because they're similar in lack of goal. Oh yeah, I saw that. Thanks, homie. Hey dude, you're the one who cared about it. I don't even care. I could always have just of a DVA Dragon Ball Z game. This is very similar to Dragon Ball Z. Exactly. Yeah. That's really it's really what got me into this game, Dragon Ball Z. That's why I first grew interested in the game in general. See, all I'm doing right now is I've inherited this farm from my grandfather, of course. Just like in Dragon Ball Z. You know, the premise of the show. And now I'm fixing it up and making it look nice. I've never actually watched like any Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if it's actually any good. I know people really like it. But it seems so silly and over the top, and I can't tell if that's the point or not. Is that the whole, like, point? Nah, not right now, dude. I'm just trying to chill. Oh my god, please, don't go there. That's too much. Alright, what are we gonna do now? I guess we'll water everything. I'd like to get enough ore to make this furnace, but I guess if we're not getting ore, then the furnace isn't useful anyways. So, there's a real question of how much I want to go into this mine. God dang it. Alright. So, now we're just waiting on potatoes. Hopefully the potatoes give us more than 2,000 gold, and then we'll have enough money to buy the bigger backpack and buy the, and buy more, you know, vegetables to plant. That would be nice. An iron bar. Sorry, man, we don't have the resources to get an iron bar yet. It's a weird thing to want to put on your grandfather's tombstone, but I'm not going to judge you. Oh shit, I forgot it takes forever for places to open. We're just gonna go to the mines. I guess, really what we'll do is we'll focus more on mining than I used to. Which is normally a lot. We'll focus less on mining than I usually do. Which is normally a lot and almost no tending to the farm. But in this case, we'll tend to the farm quite a lot and go into the mines quite a lot less. Well, and we'll see how that goes. 'Cause that's interesting. And now we have a leak. And if our inventory gets full, then we'll just eat it. We've been tasked to kill you, slime, I'm sorry. What if we're the evil people here? These animals have built their home in this mine, and we're taking it away from them. I don't want your bug meat. Oh. My god. So, the game wants you to play on an Xbox controller, I'm convinced, because when I hit slimes, it vibrates my Xbox controller. And it always confuses me where that sound is coming from, until I realize it. Can I find the fucking ladder to the next floor? You found so many goddamn geodes, but that is not what I need. Damn it. So many I've never found this many geodes. Thank you. Jeez, we're almost out of energy. That took like half our energy for this, just that floor. It doesn't, the controller doesn't vibrate enough for me to want to unplug it, but it's like just enough where I'm hitting them a lot. It's really loud. Or it starts to get loud. Oh, Brandon, don't be sad. I don't know if you can hear the vibration. It's pretty amusing to me. Now we fucking sit here and try to find the ladder. There we go. I want to get to floor 10 because we should get some reward. Also, killing those bugs is good. Takes no effort to kill them, and there's also a pretty big reward, if I remember correctly. A much better sword is what you get for murdering them. Where the hell is this goddamn ladder? So the way the mechanic works for like finding the next floor, yeah. I was gonna mention that. Enemies have a chance of spawning a ladder. And so do rocks. And I don't know what the I don't know what that chance is at all. I have no idea. I don't know if it's more likely from a rock than from an enemy or anything like that. But I do know, you know, you can do the other one. Either one. I struggle to speak sometimes. It's a real shame. We've only got 2 more floors to go through. Oh my god. Shit took forever. You see that sick loop-de-loop that rock did around us though? That was real impressive. I'm pretty down with that. That's a cool rock. He can stick around. Alright, 1 more floor. Yes, please. Give me things I can sell. Quartz is pretty meh. Compared to amethyst, I'm pretty sure. We don't need any wood. cool. Is there anything down here? No, let's move on. Oh shit, this is the only problem. Okay, we can drop that on the ground. And we can put on the shoes. We weren't wearing shoes before, but now we are. It's much more comfortable. It was really hard to mine without shoes on. It's 2 p.m. We might want to leave. And in fact, we're going to mine this copper and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Because we want to go to the Adventurers Guild. Or the whatever it's called. We want to get our quest reward. I hate these enemies so much. We want to get our reward. And then we're going to the blacksmith. He closes at like 5 though, so that's why we kind of want to hurry. It's a bit of a walk. Hello. We're not going to actually accept the reward yet. Yeah, so this is killing the cave insects, you get a new weapon, and it doesn't actually take that long since they're really easy enemies to fight. What, Brandon? No problem, dude. Let's introduce ourselves to this man. Alright, thanks. Thanks for the advice. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, what was that animation? So, where are we going? We're going to the blacksmith. I hope he doesn't close at 4. Oh shit, I think he does. I think that was the sound of him leaving his home. You better not. You fucking bastard. What a jerk. And that was the sound of him fucking closing up shop and locking his doors for good. He never leaves that place. How does he get his food? No one knows. Yeah, I guess we're just heading back. I'd really like to process these geodes, so that's probably what we'll do tomorrow. At least we can craft the furnace. That's pretty cool. We don't have much to make out of it, but we'll set it down on the ground. Okay, I was worried I didn't water these. Let's deposit. You know what? We need this. There we go. Give me coal. This is not coal. Let's throw this amethyst in the thing. Cut down a tree or two. You know, we could donate the amethyst, but we're not going to do that. What do we look like? Oh, we didn't get a reward for going to the Adventurers Guild. Do I ever watch TV? I don't really watch television very much. There's a ton of stuff I want to watch, I just don't have the time. Well, I do. I'm just like, I don't like committing, basically, to most TV shows. Because you're talking like, if I want to watch The Wire, that's a lot of seasons. Or if I want to watch like Battlestar Galactica, that's a lot of television. So, to answer your question, no, but I want to watch more. It's just such a huge commitment, man. I really want to finish Breaking Bad. I watched the first season of it and it was really good, but then I just stopped. I appreciate the fact that the journal tracks kind of what's going on. Oh, that amethyst was fucking only worth 100 gold. I shouldn't even sold it. I should have just given it to the museum, I guess. The archaeological museum. Archaeological. Isn't that what all museums are? Aren't I just being redundant? I don't know. Who knows? Like, there are so many games I want to start playing too, but I kind of feel the same way. Like, I want to start The Witcher. I really want to start trying to play The Witcher because it seems really cool, The Witcher 3. But I have not even started. I just bought it though, so that's something I probably won't stream because that's like a fucking long game. But something I'll definitely play through. I don't know, maybe I'll stream some of it. Just whenever it's like a day like today. Mirror's Edge did just come out, the new one, yeah. I haven't played it at all though. I'm still just playing the old one. Just running that. I haven't wanted to spend $60 on it really. Because I kind of heard mixed things. It seems like it's just alright. And I mean, probably I'll still enjoy it a lot, but it's a lot of money. Can't just be throwing $60 around willy-nilly. That's how you know you've made it in life, when you can buy every video game you want the day they come out. That's the standard, of course. I'm trying to think of what I'm actually excited for that's coming out, but I can't even think of a single thing. There's like, I don't know, there's like nothing amazing coming out that I'm really like super excited for. We Happy Few looks kind of cool, but they could mess it up. That's how I feel about a lot of games though. Like, if No Man's Sky manages to do what it says it's gonna do, it would be awesome, but I just can't imagine not being disappointed by it. Can you blame them? So this is the area that stores your progress. Or that, what the this is the building where essentially what happens is that I don't think I have access to these things yet. No, I don't. But we're going to be given tasks by this place that say like collect a copper bar, an iron bar, and a gold bar, and then you get a reward. And each section will have different things related to that specific thing. So that'd be like the smelting area, and then you'll have the farming and gathering area, which will relate to things you'd gather. And it's pretty cool because it gives you long-term goals that can be really rewarding in the end. Rewarding in the sense that you get very good items from them. So that's something we do want to focus on quite a bit. I can have enough. Okay, wait. I don't have enough room. Go donate to the museum. It's like a library museum. What should I call this? It's an archaeology office. The most common thing for a small town to have. I've never seen that. That's the first time I've seen that. It's interesting. I don't know if we're getting exceptionally rare things. Probably not. Because that would be exceptionally rare. But it's possible. We will take more copper. And I've never seen this either. Jagoite. I've also never seen getting 6 geodes in 5 levels. I only get like... I get very few. Oh, sick. Give me my reward. Oh, that's actually really cool. Let's go plant some seeds. Plant some seeds. Pants and seeds are similar because you're like sowing the ground just like you sow a pair of pants. I don't know. Oh fucking no. Oh my god. I was walking my dog a few days ago and there were rabbits. There were like 2 rabbits just sitting on someone's front lawn, and I'm in a fairly residential area. It really surprised me to see rabbits just there. Not even giving a shit. The bastards. You know, so I got my shotgun. No. Took him out back. Smelt some copper. I don't remember how many... God dang it. Turn off fire. It's not hot out yet. There's the fire is fully cosmetic. In case anyone's curious. Doesn't actually have an effect on the video game. I really like this song. I should download the soundtrack for this game. I don't know how you learn how to make pixel art and make music and then you make a video game. Seems like a lot of work. It's something I would eventually like to do, but I'm an exceptionally lazy human being. Which is why instead of doing anything like that, I simply stream video games on Twitch. Also, I guess I really enjoy doing this. It's really fun. It's fun chilling and talking and playing video games. And it's also a great motivator to actually finish video games is what I mean. Part of the reason I like recording what I'm doing and recording my playthroughs of things is because it finally motivates me to play through things in general. Like I said, you know, I have trouble finishing up TV shows and things like that because it's a very time-consuming thing. And it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to just be like, oh, I don't have the time. But if you kind of make it something that you do, it'll make you do it, and that's nice. It's real nice for me. Maybe I'm the only one who has that struggle, but... One more. We're at 1 energy. You ever just get into the farm and you're just sitting at 1 energy? Too bad we can't plant this seed. Oh my god. Someone's upset. For some reason, when we open our window in the bathroom, It's much easier to close the door really loudly. I don't know why. How do you learn how to cook burgers? It's obvious. Cut down trees. Cool, we can build a fucking kitchen because it's really hard to live in a house without a goddamn kitchen. I don't know how my grandpa managed to do it for so long. He just ate the plant straight out of the ground. He never sold any of them, that's why he never upgraded his house. He would just grow potatoes, didn't cook them, just ate them raw. He was a savage. I can't believe how stupid this character looks. I should have thought about this before I made him look like this. I've made these decisions. Oh. I put us here. It's all my fault. We have to upgrade our axe to be able to cut these stumps down, these really large stumps. You see when I chop them right this. But iron and copper upgrade isn't enough to cut down the stumps. Iron upgrade isn't enough to cut down the stumps. I don't know how far up you have to go. I think it just maxes out at gold, but I have no idea really. But what that means, it might go to diamonds. The Minecraft rule. But what that means is that we're not going to get rid of these stumps for a long time. Seaweed for a calzone. I'm not encouraging this disgusting stuff, Clint. You're grossing me out. Alright, so what we can do is we could buy more. We could buy more seeds. We could plant some more. We've already got quite a lot of god dang it. But I would like to save for the backpack once again. We talked about that a little bit. I'd like to save up for the backpack because as of now, this is all the inventory space we have, and it's not anywhere near enough. So I think we're gonna head back to the farm, and we're just gonna clean up the area still. Get us a lot of room, and get us a lot of resources too. It's nice to have the extra wood, because eventually once we expand the house, we're gonna need it. So let's go and do that. And these should be growing soon, which will mean we'll have quite a bit of money. We'll be able to sell them for something nice. Or we'll be able to sell them for a pretty penny. And then we'll buy a backpack. It's really sad that we can't even afford a goddamn backpack. Oh no. I don't think I can get that stuff. Goodbye. We'll miss you, wood. We also can't cut the log right here. The axe also isn't strong enough for that. I think they're the same requirement. I don't know exactly though. But it would be cool. Farming might be the most lucrative thing. I would kind of assume, since it's a farming game, it's built around that idea. So, we're gonna work at farming this up. And then we're gonna turn that money into progress, you know? We're gonna be a true entrepreneur and build up capital by making profit in our company. And then we're gonna turn that capital into more company, which will result in more capital, which will allow us to continue to expand, you know? This is a pretty simplified idea, but it's a thing that works for a lot of people. And it's a thing that I think will work for us, so that's my business strategy. I hope the board members like it and approve. But I'm a little nervous. We'll have to see what they think. A Walmart would be super lucrative in this podunk town. It really would. Everything's really expensive here, man. Also, what's up? How are you doing, Arkma? That's the problem, is that you've got these places, and you've got like one general store, and they're the only person you can buy from. So they don't make a ton of money, but they also their prices are pretty high, and then a Walmart moves in, and everyone goes out of business because it's the only place that makes sense to buy from. I'm doing great. I'm just relaxing. This is a very nice game to play when you just want to relax. Also, it's rained a lot. It's kind of nice, though. I don't have to water my plants. Hopefully these potatoes finish up soon. I was thinking of playing Animal Crossing, but since I don't have it set up yet, I settled for this. This is a very similar game in tone, I guess, you could say. I really want a new Animal Crossing game, and I'm surprised they just don't seem to give a shit about making a new Animal Crossing game. This will do. Exactly. This is pretty good. It's a good substitute. We need to explore this place. I think we can discover the thing. Yeah, here we go. Oh, moon runes. I don't speak Japanese. Sorry. You know, I've been thinking, I don't know what's the next game I want to play through. Oh, I didn't realize. This shows me what the weather's like outside, and this shows me what season says. It is. But I've been thinking about what game I want to play next, and I'm kind of tempted to just play Dark Souls 1. I've really wanted to play it for a while. I haven't played through it again, but I also might be tempted to play... Someone suggested Mass Effect. God dang it. And I've never played through all the Mass Effect games. I can turn up the game volume if you want. I wasn't sure how low it was compared, so thank you for that. Let me see. Oh wow, I have it turned down pretty low. I hope this is better. Thank you, by the way, driven by him. Mass Effect is great. Yeah. Probably we'd end up doing all three. Maybe not sequentially immediately, but we would definitely play through all three at some point. Let me know if this is too loud now. It's kind of quiet. It's kind of loudish for me, but it's not bad. Much better? Yeah, okay, cool. I tend to play things much more quietly than I think most people do. It's something I tend to do now, so I totally understand if that's different. Oh, nice. Yeah, since we're waiting for our crops to grow, we're gonna just explore the mines. Be nice to get to level 20. Oh god, I hate these crab enemies. We're not fighting that shit. I would like to keep a quartz because we can take it to the, you know, the archaeological library, whatever it's called. We can... There are 2 exits. Which one should I take? We can start making progress there. That's always nice. Stone Fang Tunnel. Exactly. This is where we get all the sick resources. You didn't see the creation of this character, Arkma, but this is Chuck. This is Chuck. This is what he's chosen to do after he finished off, you know, his life as the Pussy Slayer. He's decided to settle down on a farm. There we go. What is that? Oh, sick. Oh god. Oh my god, that was loud. Good old Chuck. You know, he's just trying his best to get along in the world. He's put into uncomfortable situations and he's got to deal with it. I fucking hate these enemies, by the way. The further you get You get to like the second layer of the mines at like 50, I think, and you never see these enemies again. But as of like right now, I think they're the worst enemies I've encountered in the whole game. They're so annoying. Dude, Chuck is a beautiful man. Ow. This is really how he looks in everyday life. He thinks he looks like a real cool guy, but little does he know. Not the coolest outfit you can go with. Oh god, oh my goodness. I've never seen an area this infested, even in my playthrough. Okay, I'm unplugging this Xbox controller so it stops vibrating. There we go. Fuck off, slimes. Stop making that gross noise. Sounds like something doing something bad. I'm not allowed to say on Twitch. There are so many slimes. Give me your slime. You know what? Let's take this slime. Wait, I can... Okay, they don't give me anything. I don't know what the slime does, but I think we can use it later on. Get away. This is why they're so annoying. They do this shit. They're real good fighter pilots. And they're really loud. Oh my lord. Die! Okay. There's so many monsters here. I'm not even gonna be able to kill them all. So many of these guys. What a beautiful noise. I don't want to know how the person got the sound effect for this. Especially the death sound. Oh god. I don't think I've seen an area this infested. Are they about to make a kid? What's going on here? Alright, we're not letting this happen. This is a PG-13 stream, okay? Cut it out. I gotta be careful. If I die, the fucking downside for dying is so enormous. This is the best way to deal with these enemies, just corner them in a wall. Seems like these baby slimes take just as many hits as the other ones. I'm at 16 health. Oh man. Alright, we should get out of here. Damn it. Fuck off. Yes. Screw this place. It's not worth it. Oh my god, that was rough. That was a really unfortunate floor 14. I don't think I've ever seen it be that bad. Hey, you gotta roll with the punches. We got 22 slime, dude. It's amazing. We can mix berries with it and sell it as jam. Just like mix in artificial flavoring. That's what they do. When you get the really cheap jelly and jam, it's really just slime mixed with artificial flavoring. It's really disgusting. Don't buy the cheap stuff. You gotta go for like the slightly up there. You know, a little more expensive, not too expensive though. And then you know you're getting the real stuff. So we've got so much energy left. We're gonna cut down some more trees. Oh, but let's store... I should have taken this to Gunther. I don't know what I'm doing. Jelly truths. It's like that whole thing about the pink goo at McDonald's. It's the exact same thing, man. People don't want to know the truth, but I gotta keep it real. Gotta let everyone know what's really going on. And this is how you do it. Once again, I hope this sounds good now and not too loud or anything. I did turn it up quite a bit, so just let me know if I need to adjust it at all. If it's good, then that is good. I've got a real tendency to mess up my audio levels. Because every time I sit down at my stream, it seems like my mic picks up my voice at a different level. It's amazing. I don't know how I do it. I'm like a wizard. But like, my magical power is that I really suck at balancing audio. Which is not, you know, it's not what you want. There are much better powers. I don't think I need to explain that. It's getting late. 8 p.m. That's almost my bedtime. Come on, I can cut down this stump. I know it. Yeah, we're gonna be able to do it. Alright. We got 5 more energy left. There we go. We're at 1 energy. That's how you know it was a good day. Hopefully those potatoes will be ready to harvest tomorrow. There we go. Anything else? There we go. Get in there. Ooh. I got 5 HP. So, we're gonna take one of these and we're gonna give it to Gunther. Other than that, I think... Potatoes, are you ready? They're so close. I want to sell you potatoes, please. And this is the future of gaming. Oh yeah, we've got to go visit a wizard. Rasmodius. The coolest name ever. This is a quest for an axe, and I believe I have an idea of where the axe is. South of Marnie's Ranch. Okay. 250 gold is a pretty good offer, I'm not gonna lie. So we can go and search around for that axe. We'll also talk to Rasmodius, or whatever his name is. Let's see, how do we get to him? We gotta go down and over. I don't think we can go to the left, no. Oh god. There's so much crap here. My inventory is already full. How did I get a geode? I guess just from a random stone, huh? We'll head over to the Wizard's Tower. Very reminiscent of RuneScape, of course. The only game with a Wizard's Tower in it. I say as sarcastically as possible. But it's still in my same tone of voice, so it might not be that obvious. Dude, I love RuneScape. That's what I should stream. Just RuneScape all the time. Yeah, I get you, man. He knew. He saw my playthrough of Demon Souls, man. That's awesome. Did you like it? Oh, he doesn't even care. Junimos. They look like dots to me. What a magical world. Why would he walk back through the door, though? You'll see the true nature of this scroll. Well, I guess I'm not one with nature. Clearly. I wouldn't trust this guy, man. Moss grub, caramel top, toadstool. It's probably really hot, and it looks disgusting. Yep, real disgusting. Oh, we're going on a forest trip. The trees, man. They're all around us, bro. My god. I forgot how silly this is. The music that's playing in the background, too. Oh, sweet. Oh, one sec. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Apparently I can still attack when I'm... Alright, well. Thanks, Mr. Wizard. I want to stand in his weird satanic circle of dots, of Dippin' Dots. Not Dippin' Dots. It's my college years all over again. Amazing. Vincent, that's how you get as high as I was. You go in the sewer and you eat something gross down there. Oh, come on, no way. You're over-exaggerating. You're seeing things. Okay, I guess not. And now we're back at the Wizard's Tower. We really are high, aren't we? Man, if that's how your college years were, it must have been an awesome college experience. Give me these dandelions. I think we do actually need them for something. A thing we put together in the community center. That's why I'm hoarding up on them. We can also look for the axe now that we're down here. I don't know where. I think it's over here. They were fun. Hey man, that's what matters the most. It would be here, I think. Maybe it's over by here though. Some stuff we can sell if we throw this out. Spring onions. I'd like to pick this, but... Dude, if that's what... Yeah, for real, if that's what your college years looked like, it must have been fun. Yeah, here's the axe. Get out of here, Cole. No, I said get out of here. Oh, he's trying to jump into your inventory. It'd be a terrifying world if, like, things that could fit into your pockets would just magnetize towards you and try to slide it their way into your pockets. That would scare the crap out of me, man. Maybe I'm the only one, but I don't think I could live in that world. That harsh reality is too much to bear. Although I guess the advantage is you can fit this much stuff into your pockets. Maybe I'd do that. It's just so inconvenient right now. There's only so much stuff I can really fit in. And I'm not going to carry around like a big bag or anything, or else I look like I'm carrying a purse. That's why you just have to always carry a backpack and pretend like you're in school. So this is Robin's axe, and Robin... Can I use this? Just out of curiosity. No, it's an item. Robin lives up at the top, I remember. It's like the biggest building in town. So let's head... Parsnip. I don't think I have any parsnips, Sam. And I'm not going to be able to grow some in time. Sorry, man. I agree. Is it common to have a library in a small town? I don't know anything about living in a, like, really small town. It's hard for me to imagine that there are towns that only have 20 people in it anymore. Probably not the case. Unless it's something that's newly established, but even then, I would assume most places that get established nowadays are usually established with like thousands of people rather than 20 people. No idea though. It's interesting. Maybe I should just play the damn game and stop asking questions. Who knows? We'll never have an answer to that one. Just imagine, in a town with only 20 people, how much work it would be to assemble a new home. You'd have to have so many people working together. Most towns, regardless of size, have libraries. Yeah, that's what I assumed. There are like 3 libraries surrounding me. Take your axe. I almost chopped your toe off with the other one. Oh god. They tend to act as community centers. Yeah, I would say that's fairly true. At least in my case. We do have community centers around here, but they're not as... They're used, actually, a surprising amount, I would say. Hey dude, do you want to see something funny? Oh, I haven't introduced myself to this homeless man, but I'm gonna give him this thing that's right here. Haha, get tricked, dude. That was there the whole time. Imagine breaking into someone's house and like stealing, you know, a necklace. And then giving that necklace to them as a gift. Like, it'd be a pretty rude thing to do. Maybe that's just me. I guess, that's nowhere near on the same level. But listen, that guy's homeless, so really, the Earth is his home. Oh man, another ladder. 3 ladders! Oh, the choices are endless with this game. Oh. Moving slow like that really sucks. It's weird, I've never actually had that many exits spawn. Wow, and another 2 exits. Are these... Oh my goodness! This sucks! Am I crazy and just, like, unlucky, or is this a thing that happens a lot? Oh god, let's not die. Fuck off! Okay, this kind of heals me. Yeah, I've never seen this happen so much. No, face the right way, Chuck. You big goof. Chuck does not understand how to fight properly. You think after all that Demon Souls experience he'd really get it, but... I guess regardless, doesn't matter how much experience you get if you're just not that smart. You're just not that smart. It's really satisfying to kill those enemies because of how much I hate them. Die. Get away. Please. I like how I'm blaming the character for not facing the right direction when I fight. It's not my fault. It's clearly the character's fault. Because I'm playing perfectly. Just in an objective sense, I'm playing objectively perfectly all the time. I never make mistakes. What's going on up here? This is some assault. Just because you think you live in a cave, you think there are no rules, you still can't assault another slime. You monster. I must dish out hard justice. Oh god. Okay, slimes stick together, I guess. Even when it's slime on slime crime. You've never seen large slimes? You get to large slimes later on, but I've never seen them this early. It's really weird. Also, I've never seen a fucking overrun floor twice, like that early on. That was that bad. What is going on? This guy's... I don't know what's going on. This is just a crazy run. I don't care about you, bug. You can bug off. Or bugger off. It's getting late. I think at like... Yeah, we're gonna get the hell out of this place. Is it an unlucky day? I didn't check the TV, it's possible. I usually don't check it. Maybe the RNG is throwing a harder mine at you. Yeah, that's possible. It seems to be that's what the case was though, because I got the same kind of overrun by monsters level on the 14th floor. It was pretty rough. When I did it yesterday, I got the same kind of level. Oh. It's disgusting. Oh my god. Some of these are so mean. You should stop leeching off others. I can't be mean to this guy. Look at him. Don't worry, I rummaged through the garbage anyways. So, I can relate. Oh. Zucchini fritters? Oh man. How could you turn that down? Alright, let's get home. Once it gets to 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., you start to... Oh man, I have so much energy left because of that goddamn floor. But once it gets to 1 a.m., you start to lose energy for the next day. So it's best to avoid going to sleep after 1 a.m. I think 1 a.m. is the cutoff. But we're still going to try to... at least spend some of this energy. It's really a shame to go to sleep without using it. I'm actually going to sell some of those. No, we're going to keep the emeralds, actually. Because they're probably useful for something, and I should give one of them to the museum. You lost a little before after 12 a.m.? Okay, that might be the soft cutoff then. Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure how it worked. We've got 2 hours. Let's make this count. But I think the chance is much less. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how late you can stay up before you just pass out. In like the Harvest Moon games, it wasn't that late. At least from what I remember, you couldn't really stay up very late. It gets real dark though. I hope it's a little brighter for you guys, because it's pretty dark for me. Pretty bark. Oh. Well, we'll get to bed at 12 then. We won't stay up past that. It's alright to waste a little energy now and then, you know, you can't spend it all. When it hits 2 a.m. you collapse. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. That's what I suspected. Yeah, I've played a reasonable amount of this game, but you can actually play quite a lot and still not get very far. Finish chopping down this tree and then we'll go to bed. Because there's a lot to do. You lose gold too. Oh yeah, I've collapsed in the mines before. That shit sucks. It's so unfortunate to collapse in the mines. You lose so much progress and gold, and you lose items in your inventory. It's crazy. Oh, you only get 25 for quartz. I never really sell things I get from the mine, so... Let's take an amethyst to, there we go. Guess I should... Oh, I see. Right click takes out one, and then left click takes out all of them. Okay, we should head to the community center too. Oh. Yes, I do. Oh god, what am I gonna name the cat? Someone help me come up with a name. Oh, I didn't think about this. Oh god. Shacky. Sniskers? Or you go for like the horrible generic Mamazor. Fucking Mamazor. You guys like Mamazor? Britcha. What are these names? Truna. Shasper is not a bad name. How is it Mamazor? Mamazor. Zucha. Bobo, there we go. We'll do Bobo. Bobo is a real cat name. Holding the Egg Festival. Oh god, I've lost the egg hunt every time. No. We're selling these babies. Hopefully I can win the egg hunt this time. That'd be cool. We're keeping this golden potato because I think it might actually come in handy. Mamazor. Big Mama. I should have named the cat Big Mama. What a name. Alright, once tomorrow hits, we can go buy a bag and we'll buy some more plants. But most importantly, we'll keep this golden potato because I think they might be important. No. We need to go to... shit. I didn't put the fucking golden potato away. What am I doing? I don't know if there are any upsides to actually being golden. Maybe in events it does better, like if you're supposed to take an item to a place, it'll do better. No idea though. Alright, the community center, let's go there. Wait. Okay, no, wait. I go up from here, right? Yeah. Sometimes I totally forget where things are on this map. Hey, what's going on? Can I read these moon runes now? Ah, cool. Yep, so this shows the items I need. And yep, I think I have all these, which is pretty sweet. We can definitely come back and drop those things off. It's the reason I was hoarding them up, so that we would be able to complete one of those pretty early on. Let's take this amethyst down to Gunther. Not before rummaging through the trash, of course. How could I really call that guy a monster for rummaging through the trash when I do the same exact thing? Just being a giant hypocrite. Probably we're gonna head to the mines too. Hopefully it's not another unlucky day. Boom. Dang it. There we go. We'll head up to the mines. So I think what we're gonna do, we'll head up to the mines and we'll see how much progress we can make there. And then from what happens there, we'll head back to our farm and we'll farm whatever. But then ideally, I want that. No, whatever. We'll get it on the way out if we still want it. But then ideally, spend all our energy, go to sleep, we wake up the next day. You know what happens? Oh my god. If I don't kill these, they turn into fucking really annoying flying enemies. So I have to kill them fast. See ya. Oh. Die! Okay, we did it. But then tomorrow, should have enough gold to buy the backpack, which is just what I've been shotgunning for because... Oh, stop running away. See, now it's invincible and it's gonna hatch. It's that motherfucking piece of... Damn it. Like I said, these are literally the worst enemy in the game. Especially when there are multiples, like, it's so hard to deal with. F off. You're so annoying. There we go. There's a topaz, nice. Which I don't think I've donated to the museum yet, so we can go do that. That's pretty cool. Ooh, 2 geodes, nice. Nice. This hasn't been that bad. We've had a lot of the fucking worm guys, but, you know, that's just par for the course. Sometimes you're not as lucky as you hope to be. When it's only one, it's not that bad because you can sit here and do this, but it's still annoying. I hate the noise they make. It's gross. It's gross, it's loud. It's rude overall. You know, I just think they need to learn to respect others. Just because you think you own these mines doesn't mean you can just be an annoying jerk all the time, alright? Is there anything down here I want? Nah. We'll head down. Yeah, fuck off. Get away from me. You see those sick dodges? God, we're kind of low on health, too. Damn it. Come on. Compelling combat. I mean, I don't expect much from a... I don't expect this game to have amazing combat, so I'm totally okay with it. It's just funny. I think it's actually funny when I think about it because it's kind of similar to the way like Terraria's combat works, where it's not very, there's not like a ton to it, but I think adding like the platforming element makes it at least a little more interesting. But I enjoy Terraria a lot. I played so many hours of that game, so don't think this is me saying negative things about either of these games. It's just that the thing exists and it does what it needs to do, and that's about it. It kind of stops after that. Because there's no point. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. Because that's not what this is about, right? That's my analysis of this game, in a nutshell. I think it does a really good job of being what it tries to be. And then it doesn't try to be anything else, which I think could be a problem with a lot of games. It might sound very simplistic of me to say, because it's pretty easy to say it when you're not designing the game yourself, but I think oftentimes people can lose sight of like what they're originally trying to make and what the whole point was in the first place. And that's usually how you can end up with something that isn't as good as it could have been, which is, I think, more disappointing. something that's like mediocre but not as good as you think it should have been is usually more upsetting than something that is really good, or something that's really bad. Because it's like, man, when something's really bad, it's just like, oh, that sucks, but I don't care because it sucks anyways. But when something's like has so much potential but it just doesn't get there, it feels bad. Because all you can do about it is think about the potentiality. It's like, it could have been something. It could have been something. So, I don't know why I'm rambling about that, because this game doesn't have that problem. I think it does exactly what it sets out to do, and it does a good job of it. But, it's still, I feel like I see that so often, where a game feels like it could have been so much more. But they lost sight. Because I think people tend to think what makes a game more is adding more features or making it newer, or like, you know, making stuff, adding more features. That really boils down to what I think a lot of people think of as making a game more than what it better. But I don't think that's the case. I think you make a game better by improving the important features and polishing those, especially when you're a smaller, you know, when you're basically a single person making something. Because you're never going to be able to make it perfect. Is this what I need for the... I need a leak. I don't have a leak. Do I not have a leak? Aw, man. Sorry for that horribly long rant about... mostly nothing. Sometimes you just gotta let your brain go. And you end up talking about something irrelevant for a while. Maybe that's just me. We want to take this cave carrot in too. These are all items that we can exchange for something. A mayonnaise machine. Awesome. Sprinklers is actually... I was talking about that earlier. Sprinklers is something we can do. Ooh, staircase. I don't know what that does. We might invest heavily into the sprinkler market. I don't know how to make a sprinkler, but if we can full auto this this farming business, you know, that's gonna be a good life. You like hearing anything that comes from an unjaded place. You know, yeah, usually, I don't know, when I listen to other people's commentary, I just like hearing what they say. It usually doesn't matter where they wander off to, but sometimes I think it does where I wander. I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like where I wander off to matters, but I guess. I'm getting too analytical right now for like no reason. I'm confusing myself. Also, we're gonna sell this cauliflower. It's gonna be great. Valuable, but slow growing. Well, we will see how valuable that is. And we're also gonna go buy a fucking backpack. But first, let's... Okay, you know what? Let's just get these. And we're gonna head to the community center and drop this stuff off. I think Twitch is like... It's so crazy, though, that we have like... Oh, god dang it. Alright, that's not the plan. Because... there's a festival today. I forgot about that. Well, we're going back. I really want to look at sprinklers. Copper bar and an iron bar. Well, we can go into that, but we're gonna have to get to the point where we can get iron. So we might start shotgunning and just like going fast in the mines. What's up, Jeff? How are you doing, man? Yeah, I think Twitch is so weird though. Got this situation where people sit on the internet and play video games and talk. And now you have a bunch of people who make their living off of that. That's super cool, I think. The world is an interesting place. You're moderately drunk. That's good. Sometimes you gotta... Can I hit this? I'm too drunk to hit this shit. See, I would be getting drunk to celebrate my, finishing my summer class, but I gotta go to work tomorrow, so... that is not the plan. Sadly. Festival has begun. We could have over right now. Have over. Could head over right now, but instead let's farm a little bit, because I think it ends the day automatically by the time the Egg Festival starts and ends. You have to work tomorrow too? It's not all that weird if you look at the larger context. It is, however, a novel take on an old idea. I suppose you're true. That's true. You're really looking at people who... It's just the entertainment industry, essentially. You know, you're basically just talking about people who are making television in their own homes. But that's super cool. You also have work tomorrow? Don't go to work. See, I don't like to drink before I go to... I only really want to drink on days where I don't have to work the next day. And to answer the question is, this Harvest Moon meets Minecraft. That's a pretty accurate description of what this is. Although I would say it's much more Harvest Moody than it is anything near Minecrafty. There is crafting though, but I think it adds more interesting stuff. So I think it's definitely like a worthwhile inclusion. You can do some pretty cool stuff that you could never really do in Harvest Moon. At least in the older ones. I haven't played any of the newer ones. It's good to have an excuse to play Harvest Moon again though. And now we're gonna go to the Egg Festival and hopefully not lose, because I lost the last time. And that's kind of embarrassing. A grown-ass man failing to complete the Egg Festival. Failing to beat children in an egg hunt. Oh yeah, also it's strawberry seeds. We're gonna buy... You know, we're gonna buy 10 strawberry seeds. Because they're actually really profitable. At least I remember them being. Boiled eggs, poached eggs, deviled eggs, chocolate eggs. Oh yeah, I guess chocolate eggs are a normal thing. Oh man. Chuck looks so sad. Poor guy. So, I don't think there's actually like really much to do other than walk around and talk to people. So I think we will begin the Egg Festival and start the egg hunt. Take home the exclusive prize. We need that prize, man. I don't know what it is. Yes, I was born ready. Let's fucking go. Egg, I see you. There's an egg right there, but it's kind of out of the way. Oh my god, this is the most intense shit I've ever done. Get away from my eggs, little girl. No, I don't care. Come on. I gotta go fast. Are there any eggs over here? I saw some eggs over there, but I don't want to... I felt like they would take too long to get. I'm stuck. Can I get 11 eggs? 11 is a good number. I'm not even going to be able to get 10. No! Rest in peace. That was not a good egg run. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't me. Was it? Oh, I won! Oh my god, yes! Oh, I'm honored. We did it. I'm so proud. Good job, Chuck. You worked real hard for this straw hat, and you earned it. GG. I plant these in the spring, right? Great job. I'm so proud of you, Chuck. Yeah, I don't think I can bry strawberry seeds any other time. EGG. Arkma, that was terrible. Oh my god. I guess, looking at the title of this stream, it's not that bad. I've committed worse crimes. Okay. You know, one thing I do wonder about is, are we ever going to get to a point where you find more streamers than there are viewers? I can't imagine, but there are like a lot of people who stream now. It's crazy. Just an insane amount of... I don't want to say congestion, because it sounds like it's a bad thing. I think it's really awesome, but there's a lot of, there's a lot of people. I mean, yeah, as the number of streamers continues to grow, at the same time you see the number of viewers continue to grow, so... Did I forget to water this? I feel like I've been forgetting to water that. So, let's get... There's some subtle and not so subtle barriers to entry. Yeah. I think high-speed internet is still a barrier to entry. Yeah, the bandwidth issue is specifically what I'm talking about. Interestingly, I've done stuff like this for a very long time, even when I was much younger. But I don't feel like I was ever in a position to get anywhere with it, because you can't really... a young kid, like a teenager, isn't really fit out to do stuff like this, I don't think. At least I wasn't as a teenager, but I enjoy it much more now, and I feel much more fit to do this sort of thing. As weird as it is to say that. There are personality types that will recoil from streaming. Yeah, I agree. It's weird. This is where yeah, cave carrot. Get in there, cave carrot. I need a leek. That's what we need. That's the goal. We're looking for a leek. It's interesting though, you can see a lot of variety in the types of people who stream. I love I really like looking at like newer streamers or like smaller streamers and just like watching them. I say like I'm not one of those people, but I think it can be really interesting. see what level people are at. What level? As though there were... There's like objectively right things to do. It's interesting to see where people go to and like what kind of people do the best on Twitch. Give me this backpack. God damn. Thank goodness. Give you an example. Occasionally you'll co-op a boss in a Souls game. You know you're confident at boss fights, and yet as soon as you are on stream, you get nervous. Okay. It definitely took me a long time before I stopped feeling nervous on stream. And there's still times where like I'll start up the stream and I'll feel nervous about what's gonna happen. An even weirder thing is that your line of work, you talk to public, even big crowds, huh? You feel like you draft better when you're streaming? I feel like I play games worse when I'm streaming. I feel like drafting, though, is kind of an interesting thing because you're doing, like, analysis about what's going on. Whereas when you're doing, like, when I'm playing a game, I mean, you have to analyze what's going on and think about it, but also it kind of requires you to pay a lot of attention. And that can totally kill me. You'll talk to yourself like you're streaming when drafting alone. Yeah, I know. I definitely think when you're doing much more analytical things, it can be really helpful to talk out loud, and streaming can actually, you know, do that sort of thing. It hits you that one kid in Cleveland will tell you to get good. You crumble. It's funny because already I've dealt with... I don't think I'm amazing at video games, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's that important. We're going to throw out this coal. You know what? Actually, we're going to... Alright, well, that coal went somewhere. I don't know what I did to it. But I don't feel like it's that important to be good at video games. That's kind of what I've started to learn the more and more that I've streamed. Oh, that's awesome. A dwarvish helmet. It's just like, don't need to go all the way to Cleveland to find someone who'll tell you to get good. I just hang out with my friends. Oh, I have one more thing to donate. Especially, you know what's something else that has made me feel better? Is watching other people stream and realize the mistakes they make. It just makes me realize it's not a big deal. It's like everyone does it. Everyone makes these like small, silly mistakes. And when you're watching from the outside, it's really easy to say like, oh my god, it's so obvious. I can't believe you don't see that. But then when you're there and you're the one playing the game, it's way less obvious. What is that? Wait, I just realized there's like a little dot. Oh, this is how much she loves me. Take a flower. No, don't eat it. Eat this daffodil right in front of her. It's so... I don't know. Streaming's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's kind of what I do, Jeff, when we draft, is I try to think about, like, how I would talk about the draft. Because it makes me actually think about analyzing it, rather than just being shitty at the game, which is what I normally do. So we've got strawberry seeds on the way. I'd like to go to fucking look for a reed, or a leek. Because if we can get a leek... Can I not donate a topaz? A topaz? I don't know how to speak. It's the other thing that's happened since I've started streaming. My ability to speak English has actually gone down. You wouldn't expect that, but it's currently the case. It's so beneficial to complete the side questy things in the community center. So I would like to do it, but if we can't find a leek sitting around, You know, we'll head to the mine, and if we can't find a leak there, we'll get the hell out. Or we'll go to the mine. If we don't find a leak on the way, it's fine. We'll head down. Talking to strangers while playing games is hard. You know, you get more and more used to it, but it's weird. You find yourself saying Kappa out loud off stream, it's time to quit. I did it once and I thought to myself, man, that's fucked up. I'm genuinely upset. But no, I like the kind of the community on Twitch in general. I think most of the people are really cool. I mean, obviously you're gonna find bad seeds in any community, but for the most part, I feel like it's a bunch of really nice people who share similar interests, so it's nice to be here. Even when I say Kappa on stream, though, it upsets me. Also, welcome to the stream, Facultog. I hope I pronounced your name right. Yeah, every time I say Kappa out loud, I feel bad. It doesn't happen unless I'm streaming, but even when I do it when I'm streaming, it starts to... You know, I start to feel sick to my stomach. I get lightheaded. It's just bad news all around. Pronounced it right? Okay, good. I have many experiences with people not knowing how to say my name whenever I join the stream, so... I hope you're having a good day, though. It's always nice when people pop in, hang out. It's weird. I think a lot of people, too, go into this kind of thing expecting a lot more. Like, they expect to start streaming, and in, like, a week, they want to be at, like, 10 viewers consistently. Little do they know that the people who have been doing this for a long time and are successful partially because they've been doing this for a long time. And no matter how much of a fitting personality you are, it doesn't change the fact that it's gonna take you a while to get anywhere on here. It's just how things are. That's life in general, really. Sometimes you need to convey a particular kind of sarcasm, and if you know they'll know what you're talking about. Kappa can convey that well, I suppose. I've never said Kappa around people who wouldn't know what Kappa means. That would be weird. Just look at you and they're like, Kappa? What? Like, I've known people who have, like, been like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna become a Twitch streamer. I'm like, alright, man. And in a week, you talk to them and they're just like, it just didn't work out. Guess I'm not fit for it. But, I mean, there are lots of people who tend to give up on things like that quickly. I'd have to know the person really well to say Kappa intentionally in their direction. Yeah, I totally... I would probably only do it as a joke as well. I know people who would get mad if I said Kappa. And I'd probably say it to them. Just to, like, mess with them. Because if you can ever easily upset one of your friends, that's obviously the first thing you should do. Oh, come here. You little bugger. What time is it? It's not that late. 10. Might as well be 7 p.m. Yeah, I have a friend, before I started streaming on Twitch, I had a friend who would say Kappa. And now I think about this and I kind of feel bad, but he would say Kappa, like, seriously in conversation, and it would like, I would get upset. I'd be like, dude, come on, it's so dumb. Like, don't say that, come on. And he'd say it over text, and I'd be like, dude, no one does that. But now that I'm actually on Twitch and I like interact in Twitch chats a lot more, like way more than I used to, because I used to watch Twitch, but I'd never like really interact. I use Kappa in like over text to people, and I think about that, and I'm like, man, I'm a jerk. It's kind of funny to me now, though. Kappa, it just conveys something that you can't convey in any other way. And it actually is nice to have a sarcasm button, especially for me. Because sarcasm is a thing I always fall back on because I don't know how to make real jokes. So instead, I just make sarcastic comments. Totally reasonable evolution of language. Yeah, no, I agree. I used to think it was dumb, but it makes total sense to me now. So, you know, I'm a giant hypocrite, I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit. Kappa as an emotion is crucial, yeah. I totally agree. I was gonna take that Topaz to Gunther, so I probably shouldn't get rid of it. Yeah, okay, here we go. Everything's good. It's weird to English speakers because they're not used to... Yeah. That's true. Not at all. It makes sense that it'll drift into speaking. I guess I don't necessarily do a great job of conveying my sarcasm. But once people start to get to know me, they'll understand it better. I can never tell though. I really it's really hard. It's not just hard to recognize someone else's sarcasm, but it's hard to know if you're being effectively sarcastic. Because sometimes people just don't pick up on it, and you can never tell if it's because they're kind of clueless-ish to that sort of thing, or if you're not doing a good job of conveying it. So, that kind of... Kappa is convenient because of that, especially since, like everyone knows, over text it's almost impossible. Most crops only grow in one season? Oh no. My strawberries. Alright, Gunther. Do you want this Topaz? I don't remember if I gave him a... It'd be nice if it told me. Like... But I don't think it does. Which is a little annoying. It's okay though. This is another catfish burrito. A flower dance. 20 copper ores. That is a great deal. I think we need to mine the copper ores ourselves, but it is worth going in the mine to earn 20 copper ores and 220 gold. I cannot deny. What's going on here? This is a generator. Is that what like pumping power to a thing is really like? Is that a tuna fan? Is that a tuna sandwich that pretends to be a burrito online? Oh my god. That's amazing. There was a quest on the wall where someone asked me to get them a catfish for their burrito. And I was real disgusted by that, I'm not gonna lie. What kind of monster orders a catfish burrito? Maybe it's good, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental. But look, it just doesn't sound too good to me. Yeah, I think that makes sense though. Arkma. That makes way more sense than what I thought before. If you were in New Orleans, you'd eat it. Otherwise, no thanks. Yeah. Totally. I see what you mean. New Orleans seems like the place you would order something like that. But it would definitely actually be good there. That's the difference. Give me my reward. Standing geode. At least we have inventory space now, so... Oh, our straw hat covers up our sick pink hair. That's too bad. Who am I getting the iron or the copper ore for? Clint? Okay, the blacksmith. That makes sense. I should assume. Can't imagine who else would want me to get them 20 copper ore. Oh my god. Now that I think about this, this place, this like small village, is eventually going to turn into a crazy industrial mining town. If they've got access to this many great resources right here. What are they doing? I could start this. Business would be booming, man. We'd make so much money. What am I doing on a farm? I'm an idiot. I hate the fucking rock crabs. The rock lobsters. When they're hiding like a rock, you can't hit them. And so you have to bait them out to like start walking towards you. But it's just real annoying. Oh man. See, look at all this. Look at how much money we could make. Listen, Mayor. Do you want this town to strive and thrive? Because I'll make that happen. And then I sit on my throne made of money. And I say goodbye to the farm life. This sounds like a great plan to me. I don't see why the game doesn't allow me to execute it. Make Stardew Valley great for the first time. Exactly. See, Arkma, you understand. Oh, it's fucking rock crab. Really, what is... I guess it's a hermit crab, really. Murdering a giant hermit crab. In cold blood. I used to have a pet hermit crab. That was a long time ago. I'm surprised I even remember. We also used to have ferrets, and I remember that they smelled really bad, and they were really mean. I don't know why this is all flooding back to me from the simple mention of a hermit crab. But, something that happened when I was pretty young. I was still in elementary school. Is we had hamsters. And I was in elementary school, so I was a total jerk. And so I was fucking with the hamsters. I was messing with one of them, and like basically doing everything in my power to make it upset, because that's what you do as a child. You're a mean child. Children are mean. That's what I'm trying to say. And it ended up biting me on the hand. Totally gave me a flesh-eating bacteria. I couldn't write, but they wouldn't let me leave the school. It was really all bad news in the end. Like, I physically couldn't write anymore. But they wouldn't let me call my parents or anything, because they thought I was just making it up. And then finally when I called them, my dad was like, I was like, please, my hand really hurts, can I come home? And he was like, basically it was all miscommunication between my parents, but he was like, no. And then they called me back and they picked me up and I went to the doctor and got antibiotics. But I remember being very traumatic when I was that young. Did the ferrets steal my socks? Is that a thing ferrets do? I did not know. I don't remember ferrets stealing my socks. Sounds, you know, that sounds mean. I remember ferrets being fucking assholes, so it's possible. Damn it. Can we find the exit? We've got one more try. Oh my god, we made it. That's really lucky. Run around with the bug meat. Raise it above your head in celebration. I remember we had the, we had like the tube things for... God, this is gonna be really mean, but I want to see what he says. Hey man, are you hungry? I have a present. I like junk just because I live in a tent. Man, I'm a dick. Yeah, we had like those tubes that the ferrets could run around in though. And that's like what they lived in. I remember that. Think I like junk just because I live in a tent? Well, of course. It's the only rational thing to think. I would never have ferrets again though, they smell really bad. Do you want a rock? I don't know. I feel like all the townsfolk are gonna think I'm fucking insane. This dude just runs around giving people bug meat and rocks. I don't even know what he's doing. Thought you meant that ferrets steal socks in the game. No, I have no idea. I really don't know if ferrets stealing socks is a thing that happens. That would be dude, that'd be a great feature to add to a video game. There's like patch notes and it's like added the ability for ferrets to steal your socks. Video games become more and more realistic every day. One day you're gonna, you know, walk into a room and it's gonna be the holodeck and you're not even gonna remember whether or not you're leaving the holodeck or entering it. It's all just gonna seem the same. It's gonna be a blur. Get out of my way, cat. You wanna play a game where you're a ferret trying to steal socks? Amazing. I would play that game. Dude, that's the next Kickstarter project I'm gonna launch. Pierre's store is now selling fertilizer. Oh man. Dude, I'm broke. I only got 500 gold. How do you expect me to afford fertilizer? So, oh shit. Yeah, we need to fucking bring that man. How many? Do we have 20? I shouldn't have smelted this shit. Okay, we have 20. Original idea, do not steal. Damn it. You like how I said that's my next Kickstarter project? I've launched many, and they've all been clear successes. Has anyone seen the Kickstarters that are like someone trying to launch a YouTube channel or like someone trying to kickstart their Twitch channel? Because I think that stuff is so like, it's crazy that some of these people would imagine that I'm gonna give them money to be like a personality on YouTube when there's already people on YouTube I can watch for free. Maybe I'm very jaded. Maybe I'm a very jaded person. I'm so embarrassed for those people, yeah. You know, I understand, especially when it's young kids. Like, especially when it's younger kids. You know, like 15 and below. I totally get where they're coming from, because I've totally felt the same way. But when you're like 20 and up, it gets embarrassing. It's like, you're an adult. Come on. Don't ask for money to play video games on the internet. If you want to do that, you can make it happen yourself. Support my Kickstarter to help me launch my Kickstarter. Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, if I get to $500 a month on my Patreon, I'll finally be able to start my Kickstarter project. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Nah, just, yeah. Trust me. Donate to me. Like I said, maybe I'm slightly jaded, but to an extent, I feel like, come on. Come on. Is this enough? Yeah. They're good quality. Thanks, man. I only bring the best quality in ores. And I really like Kickstarter too. I think Kickstarter can do a lot of cool stuff. Just in the same way that Twitch is kind of like opens doors for people in a way that we couldn't in the past, and like the advancements in, you know, game engines that are free to use like Unity and Game Maker and stuff like that. Well, oftentimes you'll get a product that's subpar because someone makes something that isn't very good. We also have these rare exceptions. Well, not too rare, but these exceptions where people make something good. People make something really, really awesome. And Kickstarter is the exact same way. But we have to accept that people are going to fail catastrophically, and also that it's totally your responsibility. It sucks, but it's all on you when you donate money to that Kickstarter and they fail catastrophically. You're the one who gets burnt. So you're making a real big investment. And sometimes you're investing into something that has no portfolio or background to it at all. You just have to hope. But I mean, that's the risk you take, right? It's pretty cool though. I think internet is definitely the best thing to happen to the world in the past 1,000 years. Okay, 1,000, maybe not. I kind of think so, but that's arguable, I'm sure. Maybe definitely in like the past 100 years, it's the best thing to happen. Yeah, past 1,000 is stretching it, right? There's so many vital things that happened in 1,000 years that I don't think I can make that claim. But I guess if you say the culmination of like the things that led to the internet in the past 100 years, the germ, yeah, that's true. The being able to allow people to live for longer is kind of more important than a wealth of knowledge, and also the other things that the internet provides. Yeah, like I said, 1,000's probably stretching it a lot, but you better not transform. Fucking what are that series of books called? Animorphs? Flushing toilets are our best invention so far. Flushing toilets are pretty fantastic. Just like, man, I guess in a world without the internet, I wouldn't be sad to not have the internet because I wouldn't know it existed. But one of the... I mean, I would probably say I would rather have, you know, our medical advances rather than the internet. You could make the case that there's a through line from the printing press to the internet, and that's pretty great. Yeah. There's so many advances that have happened that are pretty vital for human beings, I guess, that it's hard to put a price on any of those. It's pretty amazing the things that people have done, and to think that you'll never be one of those people, probably. I mean, usually those larger advances come from multiple people, but I don't mean to say it so depressingly. It's fine. That's life, you know? You're one of 7 billion. You're probably not gonna do much special. You remember when Pong came out? I was not old enough to remember when Pong came out. You remember a world before Space Invaders? That's insane. See? When I was really small, or old enough to start remembering things like that, the Nintendo 64 was already out. Yeah, Arkma, you are old, man. So, for me, even imagining a world without the internet is hard. I mean, I remember dial-up because I had a friend I used to play RuneScape with who had dial-up. So we would be doing something and all of a sudden he would go offline and I knew it was because someone called his house. But I never had dial-up. I don't ever remember having dial-up. It's weird to me that people... Oh yeah, I didn't see what Jeff said, but yeah, it is weird that... And it's weird to me now that they're going to be young kids who probably can't even conceptually understand until they're older that they're never... Like, there were times where the internet never was around. Maybe that's not true, but... Also, now there are kids who have grown up exclusively with, like, much more next-gen consoles, like the 360, things like that. Their expectations of what video games are much higher than Pong. Although to me, like, Pong is a thing I remember. Like, it doesn't feel like Pong is super far away from me, but I'm sure there are kids who are born who feel like Pong is like ancient history. Wind Spire. A swift little blade. You lived a good portion of your life before cell phones and smartphones. And you can't imagine how he functioned without them yet. Right? It's so interesting how something that never seemed vital before it existed comes around. And then you can't imagine living without it. Life before cell phones, where you had to stick to arrangements. Yeah, now people just call you and they're like, hey, you want to hang out? Or they'll just call and cancel. Man, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like people are way less committal in this world nowadays. Because you don't have to be as committal. We had a phone. Yeah, I mean, you had phones, but you didn't have cell phones. You didn't have good cell phones. Like a phone with a calculator and a GPS and an alarm that did almost everything for you. That's pretty amazing. People wanted to call someone, you used the phone. Oh, I mean, yeah. No, I know you had phones. Don't think I'm crazy. Do you have more? Yeah. At my work, we totally still get prank phone calls, though. Which is awesome. Actually, usually they're really disappointing prank phone calls. I don't know what that fucking whoop noise. Pervert calls. What are pervert calls? I've never heard of that. I can guess, I guess. You probably don't have to explain it to me. Don't get prank phone calls at work. You get sales guys trying to sell you stuff. We have that at work too. People would randomly dial numbers to see if they could get a girl to talk dirty to them. What? Would it ever work? I wonder if they ever got it to work. See, and the internet made that way easier. For better or for worse, it's much easier to find a girl who will talk dirty to you. Oh my god, we have a lot of copper ore now. Cat, why do you gotta lay right in front of my chest, alright? Get the hell out of the way. Thank you. It sure did? What? What kind of girl would want to talk dirty to some random dude? Do I not understand women? I guess not. Well, I mean, okay. I definitely don't understand women. But still, I'm confused. God, I still haven't found a leak. That sucks. The internet being so slow, you had to wait a couple of minutes for a single porn image to load. Oh my god. It was low risk, yeah, exactly. And you were happy you had it. I guess without caller ID, there was still star 69 or whatever, right? That called the person back. But then what are you gonna do? Say, that was rude. You shouldn't call someone like that, sir. Now talk dirty to me. I don't know. Hey man, a couple minutes for porn is better than nothing. Aw man, cookies. Thanks, Mom. Time to sell the cookies. Oh, okay. Star 69 was a later feature. You remember a time before that? Wow. That's crazy. I forget how young... I tend to forget how young I am still. There's gonna be a point where I'm an old man. I think about that and I'm like, man, what the hell? Seems impossible to imagine. I'm not saying you're an old man, but you're definitely quite a bit older than I am. They had advertisements when they first introduced Star 69. Wow, really? Like, like how would the advertisement work? It's 141 over here, so Star 69 just sounds like a euphemism. Yeah. Remember when caller ID was a new thing, and I was like, holy crap, that's cool. It is good to be at peace with your age. I think that's pretty important. It still scares me to an extent that I'm gonna grow up. I'm gonna grow old. In 10 years, I'm gonna be 31. I almost forgot how old I am. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, dude, sure. What a good deal. But, like, it's just weird to think that aging in general weirds me out. I don't know why. It shouldn't be a complicated thing to understand as a human being, but it really feels like one. Because life just seems to go on, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're 25 years old, or you're 30 years old, or whatever. And it's like, man, where did the time go? Like I said, it shouldn't seem that weird to me, but it still does. Yeah, it's interesting because I've grown up, and basically my whole life I've had video games, but like arcades were gone. Like arcades weren't really a thing for me. But now there are kids who probably won't even like they won't know what an arcade is. I mean, there's still places where arcades are around, but not to get too real here, but either you have a kid or you'll have a near-death experience in the next 10 years. It ends up putting it in perspective. Oh, I know, dude. I'm expecting something like that to happen. It's gonna be... I know it's gonna happen at some point. I've been pretty lucky to avoid having a kid so far. No, I've been pretty lucky to avoid any like real life-threatening situations. But I mean, you know, I think everyone has close encounters with cars occasionally, or you might have both. Oh no. Might have a near-death experience while you're having a kid at the same time. That really puts things into perspective. I've always been, you know, it's funny though. It's hard for me to imagine having grown up without video games, like imagining what I would possibly do, because I've never been very interested in, like, I hang out with people, but I only hang out with people who like to, not do very much, like just chill out. I don't like going to parties or anything like that, so. What the hell am I killing? That takes so long to die. Jeez. So I kind of feel like I would have been a much different person without the internet and video games to keep me inside. That's a crash course. There you go. Yeah, it's funny though. I guess probably if I was born like, you know, a few years later, I would have just ended up playing a lot more like D&D and stuff like that. You've worked in a hospice context, and the one thing I learned talking to the dying is that the only thing that matters is relationships. Everything else is meaningless. Wow. That's really sad. I mean, you know, I guess oh god, we're getting super real. I don't know why the conversation's headed this way, but you know, so I haven't dealt with an insane amount of loss in my life so far, thankfully. Or maybe, well, I would say thankfully. But I have, you know, had pets come and go, but they've always been pets my parents have owned. You find it liberating. Arkmez here to brighten your day. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. No, but what the? Oh, that's a bat. I've you know, so I've dealt with losing pets, but they've never been. They've always been like my mom's dog or something like that. And so while I've always been close to them, it's never been the same. But when I turned 18, my parents got me a dog, and I've thought about, like, man, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna keep living once she passes away. It's the most scary thing to me. Or just like, humans will have no reason to do anything if it weren't for other humans. Yeah, I totally agree. You know, it's kind of sad. My grandpa passed away a few years ago, but he was kind of a dick. Like, he was not the type of person you necessarily want to have in your life, which was sad because, you know, I wanted to spend time with him and I wanted to like him, but he made it really hard. And I was with him when he was very close to passing away, and one of the things that sort of started to happen, which kind of blew me away, which I thought was really crazy because I never thought I'd see it, was he sort of started to realize that he hadn't been living his life in a very good way. And he started to try and make amends, which I had never seen him do before. So, it's really weird though. It felt much worse. I felt really guilty having someone pass away and not feel very bad about it, even though it was someone really close to me. But yeah, we didn't have a very good relationship, as you can probably tell. Unfortunate. But it's weird. The world's so weird. Yeah, it would be, some people say that they'd love to, like, live on the world, or, like, to an extent, I'd like to go up in a cabin in the woods and live on my own. But I would still stream on Twitch, because I like talking to people. There aren't very many things that I personally keep very close to my heart. Actually, that's not true. There are a lot of things that I keep very close to my heart, but I'm not scared to share those things, I guess. So, you know, I think it's interesting to talk about, regardless. But I'm glad you like to hear it. I don't know, this is why it's like when you start talking about this serious stuff of life, it can get very awkward for some people, I suppose. So I'm glad it's not the case, and we can have these conversations. Thorough maintained relationships in his cabin. Yeah. You seem like an interesting dude. Yeah, as much as I would like to like move up north and live on my own, it's still like, I don't know, there's still people I'd always want to see and be around. People are very important, I think, to human beings. Undeniably. No matter how much we try to pretend like it isn't. And I try, but we clearly care what others think, and we just care about other people. I mean, that's good, though. Anyways. I gotta make a funny joke. Haha, Chuck the Pussy Slayer. There you go. It's my joke of the day. Oh, thank you, Facultog. I appreciate it. This is something I've been doing for fun, but it's really nice to have people around to hang out with. That's what it's all about. You also seem like a cool guy. Anyone who can have these real discussions, I think is a pretty cool person. There's an important distinction between wondering what other people think and being aware what other people mean to you. That's true. Yeah. It took me a long time to stop caring. I don't think I could stream on Twitch if I cared what people thought about me. Because, you know, you're gonna have people come in and be like, man, this guy sucks ass at video games, or like, this guy's an idiot, or whatever. And it's just like, I think what you learn to do is you learn to care what the people you care about think, rather than caring about what people think in general. That's the important part. The people around you who you care about are the people who are important to care what they think of. You're too drunk to contribute meaningfully. It's okay. Being human is also important because it's important to get really drunk all the time or something. I don't know. That's the other thing about being human, is you gotta let loose and not think about this stuff seriously. But there's a fine balance, right? I find there are a lot of people who don't want to have these discussions, and that's just as bad as I think that's just as bad as what I do occasionally, which is always think about this stuff. Which can be very bad. It can really get to you. My experience being drunk is usually when people are in the best position to get philosophical. There you go. Sometimes you just have to bust out a fart joke. During the serious philosophical conversation is the best time to make a fart joke. It's hard to type when drunk. It's different being drunk on the internet, yeah. Oh, I'm here to give you my... Take this copper. No. Damn it, Clint. I guess I don't have enough. I see. I'll give you that one. It impresses me, people who get really... I was watching a stream yesterday. There's someone I watch who does Dark Souls 3 speedruns. And he was like, you could tell he was really drunk. Like, he was slurring his words a lot. And I was like, damn, I'm really impressed that he's still able to, like, run. Even if he's not running as good as he would. He's still able to play this game at a reasonable level. Even while drunk. And then he fell asleep on stream. And that was really funny. And then after about 3 or 4 minutes of being asleep, someone called him over Steam, and he woke up. And he started speedrunning again. And, like, We were all like, go to sleep, man. Just go to bed. And he wouldn't. He just kept running. And then he fell asleep again. And it was about at that point that that he stopped. He woke up again and he was like, alright, I'm going to bed. It was really funny though. I can't see shit. I don't know if anyone else can. But I hear creepy noises and I can't see anything. See a bat. I just hit a bat with my pickaxe in the dark. That's pretty cool. Trick shot. It's really funny though. I know I've seen people get banned from Twitch for falling asleep while drunk. You get like a 24-hour ban. Which is pretty amusing. God, I wish I don't know if there's like lanterns you can get or anything. I don't know how to make things brighter. Twitch streaming is relaxing though. I guess maybe, you know, I feel like there's a real value in working in a shitty like food servicey job or like any shitty customer service job because you really learn to treat people a lot nicer. I mean, I don't think I really changed from that because I usually tended to treat people nicer, but I never realized how much shit you go through when you work in a job like that. You know, a lot of crap. I think being in a crappy fast food job can teach you how to be a better Twitch streamer. You learn to relate to other people. What is that noise? Oh, is that the bat? Whenever someone asks me like, oh, what's the best way to you know, grow my channel on Twitch or something like that, I'm just gonna tell them, go get a food job. You can learn how to stay calm when people are giving you shit. Exactly. There's a lot of stuff that's taught me over time how to like not get upset, just like nothing about nothing. It just doesn't matter. There's very little in the world that's really worth getting that upset about. This is not the noise a bat makes when it flaps its wings. Or you just left your happy barista job after 3 years, so you're happy? Okay. That's gotta be nice. I'm at like a year and a half at my crappy pizza job. Where's the stairs? Have I missed the ladder down? Am I a madman? We've walked in circles 3 times and still no exit. It's invisible, shrouded in darkness. Oh my god. Oh, here it is. That's really nice. You know, I don't have much better like offers and positions in work, so that doesn't necessarily make sense for me to leave my job currently. But I will say I like all the people I work with, and it's more than enough motivation to keep working there. But to an extent, I would like to move on. I get antsy when I've worked at a place for more than a year. And I hope that doesn't persist once I, you know, get out of school and get a real job. A real-ish job. It's not to say that... Gotta focus on my stamina. I think I'm gonna have enough to... Alright, now we gotta get out of here. People definitely make the job, yeah. I feel like I could go to a job that's much more rewarding. Kind of objectively, because the thing I'm doing is more rewarding. But I wouldn't feel as happy at that job as I do at my current job. Even though there are often times where I'm like, man, I fucking hate my job so much. I think that's pretty normal, though. Just because the people are so important to caring about what you do. I mean, I guess it goes back to what we were talking about before. People matter so much to people. So it's how life is. Build relationships with people, everyone. Make friends. But most importantly, just just be a nice, good person. It's easy to say and it's hard to do, but that's what makes it so like important, I think. Ooh. Hell yeah. I've never had too much trouble being nice to people. What I usually have trouble with is being outgoing. I'm usually fairly friendly, but it takes other people to talk to me, but I've tried to change that. It's just it's a hard thing it's hard to come out of your shell when that's not what you're used to. I would imagine for anyone who's very extroverted, it's just as hard to stay inside and be more of an introvert as it is for someone who's introverted to go outside. Your request. Bring a fresh cauliflower. Oh yes, I have some growing right here. I think one thing that gets blurred is the difference between respect and dignity. You can't and really shouldn't respect everybody, but that should never stop people from treating people with dignity. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think I have a tendency to give people respect who don't okay, yeah, I totally agree. There's so I have a problem, I think, with trusting people. But in the opposite way than most, probably, where I trust people too much and I have too high expectations of others. And it usually results in disappointment from me. But it's usually, say 6 slims. I can slay 6 slims. Drives me bonkers when someone takes their shit out on a coffee shop employee. Yeah, right? Like, what's wrong with you? I have that shit, like, at least once a day at my work. Someone gives me shit. And I just have to, like, sit there and smile. Grit my teeth and take it to an extent. I don't treat them kindly, but I don't treat them poorly because I risk losing my job. But even then, like, it's just whatever. You gotta deal with this fact that some people are just horrible assholes. And that's the world we live in, you know? And I think the best thing you can do is when you're the next person in line after someone was an asshole to that coffee shop employee, you come up and smile and you treat them nicely, because you're making the world better by doing that. Even if it's something so small and so minor, it can have a really big effect. Giving you shit because they don't know what they're ordering and they won't ask for help. Yeah. Really? Okay. That's interesting. Usually people give us shit for taking too long to give them their food. Even when I tell them how long it's going to be, or about prices, people get upset when the food's too expensive for them. But then I'll just explain why. I'll tell them exactly like what the price breakdown is, and they're still pissed off at me. It's pretty funny. Yeah, whatever. That's just how people are. The price stuff, right? Yep. Oh, I think I already gave him this thing. Darn it. A thunder egg. Angry thunder spirits would throw these stones at one another. Cost a coffee. More like cost a fortune. That's pretty clever. I guess you probably hear it a lot. So I work at a Little Caesars, and people okay, so you know we call them hot and readies. I'm sure everyone knows Little Caesars is pretty well known, there's a guy who comes in occasionally, and this upsets me a lot. I just don't really, I don't say anything, but he comes in and he just says, "I'd like one hot and nasty." And it's like, man, come on, dude. Like, I get that you don't think these pizzas are that great. I understand that's the point you're making. But I'm sitting here all day making this shit, so you could at least give me some respect for the product I'm producing. It's so upsetting to me. Hey, I would say, okay, not every Little Caesars is surprisingly clean, but the one I work at is very nice, because, you know, we have dignity and respect. But dude, it makes me so upset. If he thinks the food is nasty, he doesn't have to buy it. Yeah, I know, exactly. It's like, he's such an asshole. I don't get why. I just don't get it, man. I think, usually when you see people who treat employees like that and act that way, they aren't very happy people in general, though. So, they're already, you know, they might be taking their misfortune out on others, but they have misfortune, you know what I mean? They're not, I feel as though they're usually not very happy people, and that's why it ends up being that case in the first place. Just sad for them. I feel bad. If you feel that upset about your life that you feel the need to do that, then you must have a very upsetting life. It's so funny though, the things people will give you shit about. If you tell them their food will take, you know, 6 or 7 minutes, and then it takes 8, they'll be really upset because you took too long. You took longer than you said you would. And it's like, I'm sorry, dude. I'll try to not be a minute off next time. Even if people hate it to, even if hate people to the core, never chance it with a person who can mess up your food. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, why would you piss off the guy who's making your fucking food? That's bad news, man. You're playing with fire there. Wow, we're almost to level 40. After we get to level 40, since we need to kill slimes, and there aren't slimes right here, we should actually head up. Back to like level like 5 or something, and we'll start murdering some slimes. But if we can make it to level 40, that's pretty dope. Oh, there's more down here. They showed us, so I'm, you know, they have crew members, and then they have assistant managers, and then they have the manager. They have the co-manager, and then they have the manager. So I'm an assistant, which means you actually have to take classes for the company, which is kind of interesting. But one of the things they showed you, it's a class about food safety, essentially. And one of the things they showed off was videos of basically people just doing absolutely disgusting stuff to food. And one of the videos is like a dude taking a bath in, I don't know if you've ever seen like the three sinks that a lot of fast food places have, but they're basically 3 compartment sinks where you'll have like soap in one side and then the sanitizer in the other, and then just a middle empty sink. He was taking a bath in the middle sink. And then there was another person who was peeing on the eggs they were cooking, which is like fucking gross. And I don't understand how you get those eggs and you don't notice that they taste like pee. I don't know, maybe I've eaten pea eggs before and I never knew it. But that shit's disgusting, man. It offends me that someone would even do that. CCTV. It was like cameras in the, well, the dude taking a bath was someone recording it who worked there, I'm pretty sure. But the Yeah, a lot of the stuff of people like spitting in the food and like peeing on the food was security camera footage. It's awful. Why would anyone do that? Give me a ladder down so I don't have to walk back. Damn it. You hermit crab. Yeah, right? Some people are idiots, man. They don't realize how bad the shit they're doing are. Like people who don't think it's important to wash your hands after, like, during cooking the food. I mean, if you watch like Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmare, you'll see stuff like that too. It's insane. Fucking disgusting. I don't know why people are so gross. I actually love that show though. I think it's pretty hilarious. Gordon Ramsay is a funny guy. Oh, I got a crab. Oh man, how exciting. Got a bomb. I don't know what to be more excited for. We will keep this crab because I think it actually goes into one of the things, what is it called? The community center things. It goes into one of those. Alright guys. We're so close to harvesting these goddamn strawberries and cauliflower or whatever it was. But I should go to bed because I gotta be up in 8 hours for work. You know what? We're gonna do one more day. I'm playing one more day because I want to harvest these cauliflowers. It's raining again. Wow, it's rained a lot. Reach the bottom of the mine. So we'll do one more day and then I'm heading to bed. Thanks for being here though. It's been fun. We got into some serious conversation, and that's always nice. Alright, sweet. Oh, I got a golden cauliflower? I don't know if I need to keep a golden cauliflower, but we will. And let's see, I don't think... I need a leek, man. We gotta find a leek. It's been a nice stream. Aw, thanks. Aw, golly gee. Let's keep one... Alright, so we're gonna... Okay, wait. Oh, we have an average cauliflower, too. Okay, we'll leave 2 in the chest, and then we can throw these 4 in. And then we'll take... Wait, I guess... You know what, yeah, let's just keep a gold, a silver, and a regular. We'll give this one to the lady. Who needs it? What's her name? Pam? Jody? That's what I said. That a troll hasn't shown up. You know, I haven't had a lot of people who come in and troll. But I mean, at the same time, I usually don't care. It's just like... Twitch is definitely, you know, you do find a lot of them. You're just a really nice troll. Damn it. You've been getting trolled all along. He's secretly very nice. I should have known. That's how the trolls really get you. They act super nice the whole stream. And that's it. They don't do anything else. Hey, let me in. Oh, they're not open till 9. I guess we'll rummage through some garbage. The usual. Shit, blew my cover. Haha, get banned. God, imagine if I freaked out right when you said I'm just a really nice troll, and then I just banned you. Holy shit. I should have known. There were so many signs. You know, I don't like being ban heavy and being very restrictive on chat, so I try to avoid it, but I didn't realize this side of the roof is much longer than the other side. I don't know if that's a perspective thing. It doesn't look like it. No, this side of the house is longer. But sometimes I understand why certain people are restrictive on chat, I just don't prefer it. It's nice to allow free discussion to flow. Where are you, Jody? Take this cauliflower. It's my gift to you. Yellow curry. Oh, can I have some? We're making a lot of money. I should really spend it on something. Alright, let's go kill 3 slimes, and then we'll go deeper into the dungeon. Or into the mines, I guess. It's not really a dungeon. Hey, what's this? A copper bar to rub on my sore tooth. Alright, Punny, we can do that. I don't think you know about tooth remedies very well, though, but it's cool. You know, do what you will, if you'll pay me money for it. I find it weird that all games like to set gold as the standard currency rather than like dollars. Like this is a G, right? So I'd assume it's gold. Am I hungry? Is that what that noise? I don't understand. But like it doesn't make sense. No one gets dental coverage in this village? Probably not. The dentist, there's just a doctor, yeah. So they probably have really gross teeth. But like someone's gonna give me 220 gold pieces for a copper bar. And I don't know how well gold exchanges over to copper, but I feel like I'm really scamming this person. Especially if all they're gonna use that copper bar for is rubbing it on their tooth. But hey, that's what they want to do. Who am I to say no? Get the fuck away from me, fly. This shit's not gonna fly. I guess it's more like a moth. Oh, I killed it in 2 hits. Nice. Or I probably crit it. Critted it. Where are the stairs? Give me a ladder down. I didn't think about this before, but we're going through a mine that has an elevator shaft that only works if I get to the next 5 floors. Like, how weird. Alright, one sec, guys. Hey Frank, what's up? I am farming, sort of. Maybe copper is oxycodone in the world. Value of gold has really plummeted after Stardew Valley left the Valley Union. That's why he's paying you so much for copper. Yeah, Frank, this is just a ripoff of Harvest Moon. Frank, you got here right at the end of the stream, man. What's been going on? Not much, dude. Just farming. Completing quests, you know. Where is this? Oh, I have to go and talk to the wizard. Do I have to do it today? I think I have till tomorrow. Yet it was released. I mean, you know. It's okay. We'll be back Sunday. I don't think... Maybe I'll stream tomorrow, but I don't think so. Probably it's not gonna happen. Oh shit. Oh shit, iron ore. Let's not die here. That would be really embarrassing. The hell is that? Why is my screen all spooky? Am I being haunted? Frank, what did you do? Dude, you missed all our deep discussion too. It's okay though. Harvest Moon, but you can fight. Yeah, they added like a mining thing in some of the later Harvest Moon games. But I don't remember there being combat. There's another game that's kind of similar to this where it has like combat mechanics, but it's very Harvest Moon-y, called Rune Factory. That's what it's called. So it's kind of a similar thing. If you're interested, I don't know if anyone's interested in that stuff, but I mean, probably if you're here, you're moderately interested in these kinds of games. So Rune Factory 4 is a pretty good game for the Nintendo 3DS. Stream Chef whenever you miss me. That's what I do. That's why the stream was set up today, Frank, and you let me down, man. You didn't show up in time. Deep? How deep? Real deep. Dude. So deep that I don't think the stream will ever come back from the depths of that conversation. Those things, like this thing up in here in the corner, it's like it reminds me of like the fuzzies from, I don't remember what they're called in Paper Mario, but the fuzzy things in Paper Mario. Speaking of Paper Mario, probably no one will know this, but when I first started streaming, one of the first games we played on the stream, I think the first game, besides Smash, was Paper Mario, and I would love to go back to Paper Mario at some point. That would be a ton of fun. Samwise Gamgee drowning? Yeah, there you go. I don't know if anyone else is into the Paper Mario games at all, but that is like the game I played as a kid. I remember one of my friends who was a very close friend for a long time, the first time he came over to my house, I invited him over and I was like, yeah, man, let's hang out, because we had like met at school. But it was the same day I got Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. And so he came over and just sat there and watched me play Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. And thinking back on it, and he mentioned it, and thinking back on it, it's like, man, what a shitty way to introduce yourself to another person. I was not very good at this thing. But hey, it all worked out in the end. We were great friends. Paper Mario or Riot. We could go back to Paper Mario at some point. We'll definitely do it. I've never played the original though. I've only played the Thousand Year Door. So I'd love to play Paper Mario though. Game's a ton of fun. I was a very you're an ass, how rude. I was in elementary school, man. I was not very good at interacting with people. I'm not great at it now, but you know, especially back then I was bad. Alright, let's go talk to the wizard. Cat, why are you sleeping out in the rain? Ugh. What a goofball. Oh, is that a leak? It's a leak, oh my god. I'm going the wrong way. Hey, listen, I'm happy with who I grew up as because it resulted in who I am now, and I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm pretty cool now. Can you build my house next? Do you wanna be the cat? This game is cool? Yeah, this game's really cool. I like it a lot. It's pretty relaxing. I think it's something we'll start switching to, because I don't like to stream one full game for a while, so we might start switching over to this as kind of a relax session, you know? You need to play Mario RPG for the SNES first. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I do. That is something I totally need to play too. And it kind of is a precursor. Listen, it's not a literal precursor to Paper Mario, but it's kind of a precursor to Paper Mario. So yeah, we could totally play through that. Hey wizard, I completed your quest. Keeps it going well? Yeah, exactly. I think so, Arkma mentioned playing Animal Crossing, and this is kind of what I thought of. But we could also totally get into playing Animal Crossing too. I love Animal Crossing, and I haven't played it in so long. I just want a new one for the Wii U. That's probably never gonna happen. Where the hell am I going? I'm walking in circles. Chuck got a hat. -2 edginess. Alright, we'll take it off for the end of the stream. Some people play one game for so long. Yeah, exactly. Also, welcome, Bip. How are you doing? You got here just in time for the stream to end. Lucky you. You know what? We have enough time to do like a couple more things. So we're going to go to the community center. We're going to show off what happens when you finish a set of things. Because basically I don't want the stream to end. But also I do need to get to sleep for work. Bro finally here. Stream is finally interesting. Bip's finally here. Yeah, exactly. This is why every time Bip leaves, it just, stream goes down the drain, man. Been lurking a bit. Ah, okay. You manage to always lurk. Just when I think you're not watching, you pop out of nowhere. Get this leak in here. Oh my god, an air balloon. That's our reward. Just kidding. It's some spring seeds. Which we're not even going to be able to plant. There's too much time. There's not enough time left in spring now. What day are we on? 20th, I think. The 20th of spring. So, it goes to like 30 days. Bip lurks in the crow's nest to snipe out trolls. Come at the end of of every stream. Yeah, exactly. Yep, so now we've unlocked more. This is a fishing one, and this is why we needed the crab. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But anyways, let's head home. It's 10 p.m. Both in-game and in real life. No, it's 11 actually now, isn't it? I'm gonna not sleep enough tonight, but that's okay because I enjoyed. To be honest, I prefer to stream than I do to sleep. Time to sleep in-game and IRL. Exactly. It's canon, dude. It's truly canon. Alright. I think that's everything. We're gonna save these spring seeds for next spring, though. Because, we don't know how long it's gonna take them to grow, and if, we don't want to take too long and then have them be crappy. Why are you making a house based off my house? Dude, if this is what your house looked like, I'd be super jealous. Good night, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Or, wait. Maybe I'll be around here. Total RPG commitment. I only play this game as if it were real life. Every time I get hurt in the game, I gotta hurt myself in real life. But anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Sunday for sure. We'll be back then. With something, I don't know what. But it was a nice day. Thanks, guys. It's angled the same way too. Really? That looks like your house? That's awesome, dude. Alright, good night, guys. Let me make sure the game's saved. Okay.